Hey guys, welcome to Super Divorce on YouTube. This is Nicholas Villars here, coming at you live this evening. Please check out Super Divorce on Spotify, follow us, listen to our newest album, Action Figures, 10 songs of synth pop fun. And if you really like it, head on over to superdivorceme.com, pick up a copy on compact disc, cassette tape, or vinyl record, and pick up a Super Divorce Rules t-shirt to let everyone know you think we rule. And then, of course, while you're here, subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on it. We always comment back. And bong the gong for notifications so that when we do go live, you can join us. You can chat. Uh, you can have some fun. You can meet new friends. It's a really good time. Great time. All right, so earlier tonight, I went to the local Coheed and Cambria concert, and while I was there, I didn't just pick up this. I picked up all of these. I got. That's the cool thing about going to a Coheed show, isn't it? Is that you can go, and I also got a hoodie and a T-shirt. But you can go to a Coheed show and you can walk away with a nice selection of comic books or graphic novels here. You know, um, everything that I bought was signed. I've been a Coheed and Cambria fan for a long time, and I've always been interested in the story of the music that they release. If you're not familiar, Coheed and Cambria, uh, they are a modern prog rock band. You could call them that. They've gotten a lot of um, comparisons to Rush over the years. I like them better than Rush, to be honest with you. Uh, just, uh, just my preference. Um, but anyhow, all of their albums except for one tell the story of a sort of space adventure, a big space epic, and uh, years ago, the frontman Claudio Sanchez, the lead singer and guitar player, he began releasing some graphic novels, some comic books that actually told the story in comic book form of the narrative that goes through all of their albums. And so I've been interested for a long time to read all these and to really delve into the mythology of the Coheed and Cambria story that they've been telling. And tonight, when I went to my local Coheed and Cambria concert, I saw that they were selling all the graphic novels. I think most of them, anyhow. And I went ahead and bought all of them. And these two right here, actually, this one is called Translucid Sanchez. That's Claudio Sanchez of Coheed and Cambria. And then Kill Audio, also written by Claudio. And Chandra, I believe that's his wife. I believe this is Claudio's wife. These two right here, I don't think these are part of the Coheed and Cambria narrative. They're not part of the actual storyline, but they had them for sale, both signed. So I went ahead and picked these up too, because I'm a big Coheed fan. I love Claudio's writing. I love his lyrics, and I have faith that his writing in comics is going to be worth the money that I paid for them. And that's just a hunch because I've never really read any of the Coheed books before. Um, but like I said, I have faith in Claudio Sanchez, and I really look forward to getting into all this stuff. And I hope we can do some Super Fanatics episodes on everything that I purchased here tonight. Anyhow, so these are two sort of outliers. I don't know anything about them other than they were written by Claudio, and I wanted to check them out. These right here, these are absolutely part of the Coheed storyline, the Amory Wars. Good Apollo and Burning Star 4, From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness. This is the title of one of their albums. maybe my favorite Coheed album. Um, that's volume 1 right here. And then I also picked up volume 2, both of those signed as well. And then we have the Amory Wars in Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. This is a nice, thick hardcover issue of the graphic novel. Nice collection there. The art looks really great. And just to give you an idea what it looks like inside, because that can be a deal breaker for some people if the art sucks inside. I think it looks cool just from flipping through. As for how the story plays out, I can't really say. I've always been interested, but I have never really digested the story in the way that some hardcore fans have. So I can't tell you a whole lot about it. But I am definitely interested in getting into these. And then here's another Amory Wars. This is the second stage turbine blade. This, of course, is the name of the very first Coheed and Cambria album. So this tells the story of the first album. And they kind of go out of sequence too. I'm not sure how the timeline works exactly. So I do know that this is the name of their first album. I don't know where it falls in the timeline. I hope to become a bit of an expert on this as I go along. In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, this is the name of their second album. And Good Apollo, this is the name of their third album. So, as far as what happens after that, I don't know. I'm not sure. But all of this stuff was there. It was all on sale. It was all signed. And then there was this too. This is, what is this called? Key of Z. And this is another one that I think falls outside of the Coheed saga. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm going to check this out as well. So this is a nice haul, isn't it? It's pretty cool to be able to go to a rock and roll concert and come home with a stack of graphic novels. That's a really neat trip to your local rock and roll show. So I think I have a hunch that all of these will end up making a nice appearance on Super Fanatics, the Super Divorce comic book review show that we will be bringing back just shortly. And I look forward to telling you guys more about this stuff and hopefully getting you guys interested because, Claudio Sanchez has been working on this stuff for years and he's kept it going. It's not like something he tried for an album and then dropped. Um, and it's not necessarily the coolest thing to do either. When you're dealing with the crowd that Coheed was trying to target earlier in their career, the kind of hipstery, uh, no, hipstery emo crowd, I guess we would call it. Um, it's a tough sell, you know, having a sort of somewhat convoluted, hard to follow story set in a sci-fi universe. It's not necessarily the most appealing thing to a lot of people who are into that scene, but they've stuck with it and they have created their own niche, and they've continued on, and and they've got a new album coming out in October, and it's going to continue this storyline, almost 20 years later. So I hope that they continue going forever with this stuff, and supposedly there are movies on the way. There's a video game that's been licensed out. So I want to see all this stuff come to fruition. I want to see where it goes. And I'm interested once I really get into this stuff to see how this saga as a whole, um, how it goes up against Star Wars as a whole. Why? I don't know. I'm just interested in seeing how that works out. So that's it. that's it for tonight. I just wanted to get on here real quick, show you guys what I picked up tonight, and I believe Andrew and I are going to discuss the overview of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, in just a few minutes here, and that will allow us to move on to the Clone Wars next in sequential Star Wars, if you've been following along. If you have not, please go back and check out Sequential Star Wars. It is a series that we're doing, and we're basically starting at episode 1, acting as if that were the first Star Wars movie ever released, and trying to make sense of the Star Wars universe from there, um, going movie by movie in chronological order on the timeline. So, that's about all I got for right now. I'm going to get going. Got some more work to do, so hopefully you guys have a good night. And if anyone's read any of this stuff, please let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and maybe what your favorite book out of this stack here is. I'd love to hear what you guys think. So until then, have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.